for sure. But like usually, here's the beautiful thing about our world. The internet's not real life, right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there is not real life. Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, like, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's
Hey guys, we still gonna talk about Triple H, how he went on a podcast and he literally just cooked the IWC for their complaining and whining. Let's check out more at the locker room at Toss Ring Scandal, aka KDH.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey guys, this is the locker room, Toss Ring Scandal, aka KDH here. Turnbuckle King in the building. We'll talk about Triple H right about fans complaining. Triple H creative move stirs up negative fans. Let's get the likes up as we come into the locker room. We're going to talk about it. Now, Triple H, he went on a few podcasts this week where he talked about the fans complaining and whining about how creative should be doing things, which he is referred to the decision that he makes backstage involving talent, whether they're in the main event or the mid-card or even just the undercard, period. But other than that, though, he went and talked about a few things. He's literally at the point, the boiling point, I should say, where he is complaining. I mean, he's talking about how the complaining and whining needs to stop. And he has a good point because Vince McMahon said it years ago, the fans don't even know what they want half the time. I know what the fans want better than they do. So Triple H is pretty much at that point too. Now, he did a couple of interviews about this. He talked about how, the fans, they gonna he tell them to just enjoy the product. And he's tired of the fans just complaining, critiquing every little thing that he does. He just want them pretty much to just enjoy the show. Don't whine, complain, just enjoy the moment. So that's the whole thing with Triple H as far as that goes. Now, he has a point about that. I will say that. He's, Triple H, he's doing a lot here, but he went on Flagrant, and he also went on another interview called High Performance. He talks about the complaint about the fans. Then he talks about the creative moves. And he also discusses how he goes over some stuff creative, whether they agree or disagree. Let's see what Triple H had to say in both of these interviews. Let's start first with Flagrant.
Familiar with bombing?
Yeah.
Do you have any storylines or anything you've written in that you were like, oh, this is going to pay off crazy, and then doesn't, and then you're watching the back like, oh, fuck.
No, I think because usually if you, and that happens for sure, but like usually, here's the beautiful thing about our world. The internet's not real life, right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there is not real life. Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, but whatever you want to say on the internet,
right,
that's the golden rule. So the beautiful thing for our business, unlike a movie or a TV show or even a book or anything else, is like we have a focus group.
Every single night.
You go out.
This is stand-up too.
You go up and you do stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Like you do your stand-up for a year before you do the TV special or whatever a lot of times, right? Because you're trying out all the shit and you're seeing what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
If you're terrible at your job, you just do it the way you want to do it. It bombs.
Yeah.
If you're good at your job, you tweak things, you change things, make it seem fresh still all the time, but you're shifting along the way until you get to where it's just right, and then you go put it out there, right? As we begin to tell these stories, this is working, this is not working. And whether people are bitching online or the reaction of people live
is what you can trust.
Right?
Right.
Jey Uso's terrible. It's never gonna, what are they doing?
They're yeeting.
Dude,
They're yeeting.
again, merch, reaction in the crowd, everything he does, it's just, opinion of a few people.
So if a story piece bombs, you guys can get back and be like, all right, let's just pivot, and then we can save it.
Hey, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Man, they didn't take that, or they didn't react to that, or that didn't click the way we thought it was gonna. What if we do this instead? And you pivot and you move, right? That's all the time. That's being a good storyteller. That's being, and I think in our business, our business slightly has changed now because of TV and the live nature of it and stuff. So like guys in the back, as they're doing this, a lot of them put their matches together beforehand, move for move, and then they go out there and they do it. My generation was taught differently and was a bit more like, have a premise of where you want to go.
That's Triple H on Flagrant. He's going off on the fans. And he's literally just, he basically doing everything that he can to put on a great show. And he just tired at the point because we know that Triple H, he follows social media. And some of the moves that he does make as far as creative goes is based on the IWC complaining. And he's pretty much trying to not so much please the fans, but he's trying to see the silver lining between everything and call it down the middle. And I think sometimes Triple H booking, some of his booking decisions are questionable, but at the same token, I feel like he is trying to put on the best show. Does he favor some talents more than others? I would have to say yes. But other than that, he still has a creative mind. We can't forget, Triple H still has a creative mind as a whole. This is the same man that was behind a lot of good creative moves in WWE over the years, like setting up Evolution, of course, setting up, I heard he played a hand with the Shield being creative. And, of course, he built NXT from the ground up. But let's see what he said on another interview that he talked about recently. Now, we heard a lot from the other interview, which is Flagrant. Now you're going to go on High Performance. So let's see what Triple H had to say regarding the creative decisions and some of the superstars that he talks about specifically. Let's check it out here.
To collaborate on that.
Now, that was Triple H on High Performance. He talks about the creative decisions that he makes. He talked in particular to CM Punk. Now, we all know, for most of us wrestling fans, if you don't know, before CM Punk and Triple H have the great working relationship that they do now, it wasn't always the case. They always had a very rocky creative relationship. Triple H was the head creative back then, CM Punk's first run, but they did have a lot of run-ins due to Vince McMahon being the father-in-law of Triple H, and Triple H being a wedge in the middle between what CM Punk wanted and what Vince McMahon wanted. But fast forward to today, Triple H and CM Punk, he said that they have a much better relationship. And I like what he said about CM Punk and himself both have to grow from where they were 10 years ago. If not, they both wasted their time in life not trying to be the best version of themselves, which I agree that they are now. And he even went to the point saying if Triple H does make a creative decision or a writing team and CM Punk does not like it or does like it, he could always speak to Triple H openly about it. Doesn't have to hide the animosity, which he said he brought out of CM Punk, saying if you had any issue, just come out and say it. But I'm glad that they're having a good working relationship now. It's not just, with CM Punk, it's to the rest of the talent, I'm pretty sure, especially the guys that are in the main event. Because the thing about Triple H, he wants to create a very good work environment. He's not like Vince McMahon was, basically say, do what I say, and that's it, and don't say nothing. That's not Triple H's game. That's not how he rolls. Like I said, some of his booking decisions are very questionable. That's why the fans are saying what they're saying about Triple H. And he's at the point where he's telling them F off and just enjoy being a fan. As he said, stop the bitching and moaning, stop the complaining. That's enough. But other than that, though, that's all I have regarding Triple H, right, about fans. And basically, it's creative moves. Is it good or not good what he's doing? But is he right about the fans complaining about what he's done? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Check out the content here at Toss Race Scandal, a.k.a. KDH. Until then, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.